what needs to happen next? What would you say is the key thing from your own perspective that needs to happen next for companies to really be able to grasp this opportunity? Chris, did you? Oh,
I can go first. I think the biggest thing holding back kind of the huge gains in programmatic is fragmentation. And there's a lot of things that you can do to tackle fragmentation, but I think a really good first step is actually to do it through collaboration. Fragmentation is something really hard to fix yourself. So I think it's about choosing the right tech partner, choosing the right agency if you're an advertiser, choosing a few people to really partner with and go at this for the long term. Because that's what you need to basically break through that and to get these bigger gains.
I think we need to upskill the planning fraternity. We need to take it off one line at the bottom of the plan that we don't really talk about and actually explain the planning and the thinking that's gone into it, bring the insights that we get out of it more, and show the clients, actually actively demonstrate the results that come out of the back of it in a much more compelling way than we're currently doing.
I think the first step I would take is to take a step back and to understand what programmatic means to your business. I would then actually put a blueprint and say what's right, what's appropriate, what's my expected outcomes. And then actually put a plan together and say, okay, well, if I want to dabble in this, what's my data strategy, right? What would I like to at least test and learn at this point? Dip my toe in the water. Measure the outputs and then, again, sit down with your partners and basically say, okay, well, how do we do this at scale? Because we have all these different objectives. I know programmatic's always on, so how could I really use this to my advantage? The second thing I would say as well is not to just choose a single partner or even just a couple of partners. In my very short experience in this space of 4 years, it's changed so much radically from day one when I started even dabbling in this whole space. We used to talk about demand-side platforms, DSPs, and that defined you as a trading desk all of a sudden. Now we're talking about 25 different pieces of tech just to have one output. It's really complex, but this is why you can choose the right partners to help you navigate what is, I would consider, the vomit chart of the Loomscape, right? It is really complex, but I think if you have the right plan and the right data strategy in place, everything's in the planning, right? Working together collaboratively with your partners to say, this is where I want to take programmatic, and have a goal, set a goal for yourself. And I'm not saying what percentage of my business goes into programmatic, but a goal to say in all of my biddable media, be it search, be it programmatic, be it social, what does it all mean? And set that self as a business goal, business objective for yourself for 2015.
They've covered all the higher stuff. On a day-to-day level, don't be afraid to fail. It's better to try it, and if it doesn't work, you know it didn't work, and it doesn't mean it's not going to work again in 6 months' time, but you take away the learnings and you keep ploughing back in, and you will get these good results.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our time. I'm just about to hand over to Phil, but please, before that, join me in thanking the excellent panel.